It's Chris Hansen. I'm being sonically attacked right now, right here, to the point where I'm really, really dizzy. Um, I just got off the phone from 911. Uh, Operator 1331 was, and they just tried forcing 33 through my head. That's why I just stuttered. It just hit me boom, boom with a pulse in my head, and almost caused me to do the forced speech thing that they do. It was operator 131 was the operator number. I made a note of it here on my calendar. Um, it was at 717. Okay, 131. Um, Last night I made a video um, about uh, just the sonic waves hitting me, and I talked about God a little bit. Um, you know, I mean, the real God, not their voice of God weapon, beaming stuff on our head, but the whole plan of Jesus and how he came on the cross and died for our sins, and how this government's setting all this stuff up to deceive people and these holograms and da 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 da, and Robert Duncan, and how he empowered the dark side, and how they got all the satanic entrains going through my head, and how the smart ass little 911 caller is just covering for the terrorism, saying, "Oh, it's you again," just all the stuff. And then this morning, right after talking with my brother, and it's ironic. The only reason I'm here in Hawaii is because I was organized gang stalked, and they did a little name game when I was over there in my home state. It's kind of ironic. My cousin Dave Bishop was tuning into the video last night when I was making it. I looked down and it said that he was watching, and in Michigan, they were doing this name game, except it was like I had a neighbor named Mary Jo Meyer, and there was a Voorhees sign company in my state, and they were putting all this like monster stuff in my head, da da da, and then all of a sudden Mary Jo Meyer started showing up in my mailbox, and Voorhees about ran me off the side, off the crosswalk when I was almost hit me basically on the crosswalk. The Voorhees sign company, and they were putting all this basically like Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers from Halloween and stuff like that. And then they had Bishop Masonry come in, which is my cousin's last name, and started doing the school. And then, so last night, right after he viewed, I wake up this morning and there's Masons out in the window sitting there tapping. And going, and just kept doing the same sequence like they were doing Morse code, tapping this metal bar on like the fence pole for like over an hour. As soon as I got up, they started scrambling and moving stuff around when I opened the window, and just started making like regular noise. It was like they were trying to get my attention. I was sleeping for like over an hour so they could, and then they were like, nudging and just little movements. And so I recorded it. I put it over here on YouTube, just like I'm recording this. And the waves start hitting me in the head, getting me really dizzy. Like it's trying to get vindictive now because I recorded what they were doing, and it's turned into a little game on the island here. So right now I'm putting in my recorder here into the computer. I just put it in, and it just popped up right here. it just popped up, and I'm gonna make a recording. Do the recording now of this 911 call I just did. And this is the 911 call I just did. Yeah, what operator am I speaking with?
This is the screener for 911. Do you need police, fire,
Yeah, I'm asking who I want to know what operator number I'm speaking with, and I'm recording this call.
315.
315, yeah, please.
Emergency or non-emergency?
Okay, well, you know, to me, it's an emergency. I'm being microwaved, and my phone's being hacked, so I don't know whoever you can get me to.
Oh, you. Yeah, okay, hold on.
You hear how he's a smart aleck? And not only that, but it just said 315, and it come across 131. I even marked it down. And now, so somewhere down the line, they're corrupting the voice now on this recorder, and they're saying another number. He told me 131, and now it's saying 315. Because I went right here to the calendar and I marked it down, and it was 131 and 139. And now he's saying he's 315. So, anyways, there's the record of that. Now, and go back to where he was being a smart aleck. He was totally evasive when I asked him his number, and he says, "Oh, I'm the screener." It's almost like he was headed up by this thing because these Masons were following this mind control stuff. Like every time I'd think something, they would nudge, or every time I'd think, man, that's something else. They'd hit like boom, like control stuff. And this thing, it'll say sometimes across the air, "Oh, here comes our 911 call," and then it's like when they answer, they all know that it's me. They're all covering the terrorism. So here's I backed it up a little. I'm being microwaved, and my phone's being hacked, so I don't know whoever you get it to.
Oh, it's you. Yeah, okay, hold on.
Oh, it's me? What do you mean by that? Yeah, there's a lot of people being targeted, smartass.
Please come you.
Yeah, the last operator said, "Oh, it's you." Yeah, well, yeah, it's me again then, I guess. Yeah, I'm being targeted, okay, obviously by the government's targeted. Are you going to talk over me so I cannot talk? Is that what you're going to do? Yeah. Well, okay, well, you can't hear nothing when you're talking. First, what's your operator number? 139. Okay. What I'm reporting is microwave psychotronic attacks. And okay, here it sounded like 135. But through the phone, it sounded like 139. So they're already corrupting. And it's just like Barry Trower said, they can be any voice, they can do anything. That's what they're doing. Now they're doing terrorism, trying to cover up the operator numbers. All over in my apartment. I'm so dizzy. Okay, there's waves hitting me in my head from the west. And not only that, but they're hacked into my phone and they're blurring my phone so I can't make a note and get a clear picture of it. Okay, that's my complaint. Okay, my name's Chris Hansen, and you're going on Facebook as a public record to the whole dang world that I've been making these calls. Okay, and that other guy, yeah, it's me again. He's been recorded for quality assurance, and he's going on a public record. Hi. And I'm going to transfer this now over to Facebook. Hopefully they don't take this video. They've already disturbed many videos and cut them off. This one's actually going, surprisingly. This should be over to Facebook within the next 5 minutes or so. It's going right now to YouTube. The time right now is 7:35. There goes whiting the screen out, so you can't see nothing. It's 7:35. If it ever quits whiting the screen out, there it goes. It's amazing. Sunday, 3:24, and that's the actual time. Unless they're playing with clocks now too. It's 7:35 Sunday, 3/24, 2019. And this is Chris Culver Hansen, victim of the U.S. federal government and their little terrorizing terrorism stuff they got going on with organized gang stalkers and, people covering it up in the police.